studio and speak to cybersecurity and data expert Lisa Garber. And Lisa, I think the big question right now, certainly something unethical looks like it happened here. Are we looking at something that could have been a criminal action, and on whose part?
It certainly looks like this is going to be a lot of trouble for Facebook, and not just in terms of their stock value, because it looks like they went exactly against the FTC's 2011 decree, whereby they agreed as part of a settlement to be extremely clear, extremely explicit in what kind of privacy issues consumers were going to face, so that they'd get clear permissions from users to give up access to their data. And when you think about what people are giving up on Facebook on a minute-by-minute basis, their geolocation, photographs, friendships, interests, everything, really. It's such a treasure trove of information that the privacy policy is an integral part to understanding how Facebook operates.
Well, Lisa, Facebook reacted by expressing outrage that our policies have been violated, they say. But with terms of service like that, and let's face it, a lot of users at least feeling sort of tricked into giving up more of their information, more of their data than they admit to, how responsible is Facebook?
Facebook is extremely responsible. There's a saying that some of these privacy policies by social media giants, not just Facebook, but Twitter, Instagram, all of them really have the high-level reading level of Beowulf. They're extremely hard to understand. They're esoteric. People don't realize what they're giving up. That's really the big issue here, and Facebook could be in quite a bit of trouble, according to the FTC, because it's deceptive practices. People can't understand, or really by reading these policies have any sort of clarity in understanding what data they're giving up on a daily basis.
Asher, we spoke in general terms about the financial consequences for Facebook. What are we looking at right now?
So just yesterday, on the day that the story broke through and the markets had opened, we can see here that Facebook lost a massive 7% of its overall stock value, and that trend has continued today, with shares down now to around $168 a share on today's trading, and looking to continue on this downward trend. Facebook is really seeing a huge amount of backlash from this, from Dianne Feinstein, the top Democratic senator on the Judiciary Committee, calling for Facebook to come in for investigations, alongside that FTC investigation that Liza mentioned. You know, it's going to have a long roll-on effect, and the tough regulations that are likely to come in response are likely to be pretty wide-ranging.
Lisa, so the stock market goes up and down. Facebook's value drops. There are condemnations. Maybe Mark Zuckerberg will have to answer some questions. But concretely, as especially a cybersecurity expert, what do you think needs to be done, and who has to do it to prevent this from happening again?
Facebook is really the leading trailblazer for these kind of privacy rights. The U.S. on the whole has not been as privacy forward as the European Union. That's part of the problem as well. But the privacy policy should be the holy grail in the entirety of this operation. And when you're looking at what the FTC punishments could be, and I know there are other investigations within the U.S. on a state level, government level, the U.K. as well is instituting an investigation. But some of the actual punishments we could see are up to $40,000 per violation. So if you're talking about the violations of 50 million users' privacy, could add up to billions of dollars.
Lisa, Facebook already was being slammed for its role or apparent role in the 2016 election, its manipulation by these Russian agents. What does Mark Zuckerberg have to do, even just on a public relations level, to try to turn back some of the tide of public opinion against his company?
Yeah, Facebook's really getting it left and right. And Mark Zuckerberg really should be at the forefront and come out as a leader, as a main voice. They want to show that they are for consumers, they're for privacy, they're for the user experience. This should all be a positive experience for users. He really needs to get ahead of it and have an opinion about what's going on and give customers back that sense of trust, because that's really what's at issue here. It's a huge issue at stake.
All right, and let's remember that Facebook is in the headlines, but it's unlikely only Facebook that is actually dealing with these kind of privacy issues. Lisa Garber in New York and Asher Westrop Evans, great to have you both here with us. We're going to go out for a quick break here on the